It has never been more important to stay informed, and it's also never been trickier to avoid misinformation. So we're here for you. DBL is here to clear up some confusion with, of course, a medical expert, our favorite person ever, Dr. Kohli. Today is my favorite Fact or Fiction Friday. So, Doc, signs for flu shots are everywhere now. We want you to help us out by saying if these popular beliefs about the flu shot and COVID-19 are real or a myth. So the first one says, since we're wearing masks and social distancing, we don't need flu shots this year. Is that fact or fiction?
This one is fiction, Tori, but there's a lot of rumors out there circulating with people saying this. So it is true that wearing masks, physical distancing, and washing our hands is going to decrease the transmission of flu. But I have to say, you do not want to get the flu this year, because if you do, everyone's going to think you have COVID. You might end up on a COVID ward. You'll have to miss work. You'll have to isolate for 2 weeks. And it's going to put an undue strain on the medical system if all of us decide not to get our flu shot. So I have to say, this year, more than ever, it is important for us to get our flu shots.
Good to know.
Well, this one says, the earlier in the season I get the flu shot, the more protection I will have. Is this fact or fiction?
This is another fiction, Erica. So this is a common misconception. There's actually a sweet spot for when you should really go to get your flu shot, and it depends on 2 factors. The first is, when does the flu activity occur and when does it peak? So we know flu starts around October, peaks in January, but lasts through April. The second factor is your immune response. So after you get the flu shot, it takes 2 weeks to develop immunity to the flu, and that immunity starts to wane at about 6 months. So you want to time it perfect so that it really covers you for the flu season, and that's really late September or early October is the best time to get it, but definitely by the end of October. So ladies, I hope you've marked your calendars, because we're all going to go on October 1st and get our shots, right?
Ooh, I want to be part of a group.
It's like, is it a girls' trip? Will you be administering?
Yeah, I want Dr. Kohli to do it. That's so true. All right, Doc, how about
I would love to.
I know, she'd be great about that. All right, how many, this one, for kids and adults, all flu shots are the same, regardless of age. It doesn't really matter which one I get. Fact or fiction, Doc?
Another fiction. So people think a flu shot is a flu shot, right? But all flu shots are not created equal. So for the average adult, most of them are interchangeable. It really doesn't matter which one you get. But there's a lot of them on the market out there. And for some special groups like the elderly over 65, pregnant women, kids under the age of 9 who've not previously gotten a flu shot, or anyone who's immunocompromised, there are special flu shots you can and cannot get, or ones that you should get.
All right, last one, doctor. There is a test that can detect both flu and COVID-19 developed by the CDC. What do you say to that?
There is a test. This is a fact. Ooh. And this test underwent emergency use authorization in July. It's not available everywhere, only special public health laboratories. But this season, as we talked about, if people get sick, they're going to need to be tested for both. So I'm glad that that test is here.
Wow, that's a multifunctional test. That's helpful. So if you're looking for a flu shot and not sure where to go, you can get them at national pharmacies like CVS, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, large chains like Kmart, Walmart, and Target, at local clinics and urgent care, many grocery stores, your local physician or hospital. Some colleges even offer them for students, or you can go to vaccinefinder.org to search for a flu shot location near you. There really is no excuse. They are everywhere. They're like Starbucks, okay? You can find one at every corner. Doc, I love your ponytail, and I love the facts. I love your prevention, not panic. Thank you. You'll be back next week. So if you do have a question about the coronavirus you want answered by Dr. Kohli, write us on social media or email at info@dailyblastlive.com.